Every top thought leader has one single thing in common that stops them from losing their audience before they even get started. That thing is a fundamental 3-word formula that they were taught and you weren't. Want to learn it? Then stick around. Every time you start working on a talk or presentation, but honestly, it could be any content at all that you want to share with an audience, I want you to start by literally writing down these 10 words every time. Are you ready? What's big in your world isn't big in their world. This, my friends, is your point of departure. I've owned a presentation company for 26 years. I've been a professional speaker for over 2 decades and have spoken in over 40 countries around the world with very different audiences from very diverse cultures. But they all have one thing in common. That thing is that when I get on stage, their gas tanks are mostly empty.
Their what?
It's their give a shit tank. And spoiler alert, they don't.
Not even a little?
Job number 1 is to accept that. That's the 10 words above. And job number 2 is to fix it. That's where this formula I mentioned earlier comes in. Here, let me get a little bit meta with you for a second. No. Meta in that I'm going to use this video to prove a point.
That makes more sense.
You see, if you are still here, it's because something I said at the top of this video hooked you. It bought me the tiniest amount of gas, just enough to keep you listening.
You got me.
Now, the moment you started paying attention, you started draining gas. It's why TikTok is so effective. You need so little gas to get you through the entire video. And every few minutes, the algorithm pumps a little more into you. Makes sense, right? Now, I don't know if you need to hear this or not, but what's tolerated is replicated. Act accordingly. So, knowing this, how can I get humans to pay a meaningful amount of attention to me? Well, that's where the formula comes into play. Right below the line above, I want you to put the formula. And the formula is very, very simple. Clarity plus curiosity equals gas.
Math is hard.
If you can solve for this in the opening few minutes you get on stage, you're off to the races. I'll be doing a LinkedIn Live on this topic next month where I will help you guys write the opening to one of your talks and presentations. So if you are keen to be part of it, let me know in the comments down below. Thanks. It's simple, really. Your audience needs to understand what it is you're talking about. And there needs to be a point of curiosity around that topic. If you're telling them what they already know, where's the gas? This is where Julian Shapiro's novelty levers come into play. When Julian Shapiro writes, and man alive, can that man write? Man alive? Man alive? Can that man write? I could have worked on that one a bit better.
Yeah, that's true.
He starts by pulling over one of the following levers. First, he makes sure that you understand the topic. And then he says something that's maybe counterintuitive or counter-narrative, or he uses elegant articulation, or he invokes shock and awe.
Jazz hands!
In presentation, that's really simple to understand. You either say something that they aren't thinking, you say something that they aren't saying, you say it how it isn't currently being said, or you say something that has them sit up in their seats like this. Each one of these is a point of departure from their current view of the world, and that is enough to spark some curiosity. If you combine that with making it clear that this is about a topic that they already care about, then you have your gas. The missing link here is that most of us skip this step because we forget the 10-word mantra above and skip straight to the gas-depleting information that we want to sink in. At this point, I'm mindful that your tank is probably close to empty, so let's land this plane, shall we? If you have something that you want to get across to an audience, you need to start by filling their give a shit tank. And if you want to do that, you need to trigger both clarity and curiosity. It's that easy. If you're clear on this, but curious to know more, then I strongly suggest you watch our 5-video series on building a presentation that drives humans to action. Again, this framework is absolutely relevant to all creators of all kind. Your tank is now empty. Lead loud.